Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you. Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
Time! Ready.
I Mixup An Blenda time. I'm want to call and talk of the Kings there.
That's the reason I'm going with him, because I see the boy out there to get up here to see him, Ragashanti.
Well, the boy have you and the girl have beard with the same red one?
Yes. Raga.
Yeah.
This is the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti, I did mix up daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on. Yes, Ragashanti. Do you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with the handle side of it.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Check.
Ragashanti live.
Check. Lego. Big up on yourself and the people who are going. Blessings and respect all massive all crew. Right, that choke me a choke. Okay, I'm good. My throat good. A while ago we had a little moment there, you know. Yo, blessings, people, blessings and things, blessings. I Ragashanti live on the bridge 99 FM and thing. Big up on yourself another night, yeah. On this is Wednesday, today what date again? Today what the 16th? Today the 16th, person. Wednesday the 16th day of November, and just like that, the year is about finished. Today is of September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31 days, except February alone, which has but 28 days and 29 days in each leap year. Remember that's something they done. Yes, people, I'm there with my busy self as usual, you understand, you know. Every day I'm busy, you know, man. A crazy movements, man, I'm making a this and whatever, you know. Because we can't come a foreign, come sit down. You have some people come a foreign and come with a ear of entitlement and thing in a this place, yeah, where, you know, you can go through some rough times up here too, you know. A foreign is easy, but you have some places up here, man, opportunity there for you to do some work. Right? When I just come a foreign and want to stay, I toilet me clean at Camp Joel, clean white people dodo. Right? Clean the cabin them up at Camp Joel at Colebrook, Connecticut. And they get one job for one Christmas tree farm. You know, I work under the table. I don't want my friend them start. Everybody say under the table, so I don't want to come on a foolishness. So no go ahead, man. I make sure cussing up from before. And you understand? Some man come up in this sound and I want to do certain. Me a hot girl, me not do so and so woman. A youngster, we not do so and so. No favor fat. Right? Big up all of the Caribbean people and my Jamaican people. I come up in this sound, clean do and all these things and whatever. And do enough for do. For make it up in that place. You see me? And now 2 gears out and waste out the opportunity we want to get down. Yeah, because if I never have it like that at Jamaica, we not grew up in it and at Jamaica, right? Jamaica is structured in such a way that certain people get opportunity, certain people grew up in an opportunity, certain people grew up in a certain thing because the country structured a way there. Them not want to know, which is, let me get to a quick thing. People, on the year I go on with the state of emergency where the prime, well, me paraphrase that. There's some parishes now under a state of emergency, right? And I think it's Westmoreland, St. James, must say Hanover or whatever, under state of emergency. And some parts of Kingston and St. Andrew. Why? The murdering of Jamaica gone again. The murdering of Jamaica then gone 1,300 and odd people get murdered in Jamaica since the year start. Them said thus far, this year we have gone up must be 6% more than last year, and the year not done yet. The state of emergency card in a 2 year. Down again down Westmoreland and Moby and St. James and must Hanover and Clarendon too. Our next parish. And part Carolal, glad to see you back, boo. Glad to see you back, boo. Carolal over there in London, England. Big up my London listeners, Carol left me out. Yeah. So state of emergency call and thing. That is a big deal in people. And there's all sort of constitutional provisions that surround the calling of a state of emergency. Constitution, which is the body of law that is superior to all other laws in Jamaica, right? The rules where the country live by, where the country is governed by, and thing. So sadly, this is not new in terms of, another year again where the murder rate in Jamaica gone way up again, Again, 1,300 then gone already. And see, there were about 6-7 weeks left in the year and thing. I don't know, say, or some of them go on when Christmas come, At that time, some of them get, go on away. So there is much to talk about there. And again, we just talk the same thing. But I want you to pay attention to an interesting thing where happen, right? When Prime Minister Andrew Holness, by the way, I'm not in the PNP JLP thing right now, I talk about Jamaica. Again, I'm not in the PNP JLP thing. So when the Prime Minister announced the state of emergency, I want you to notice the Prime Minister said is the Governor General, authorize the state of emergency them in the different places them where them authorize. Again, people that is significant. I want me to have one video with it here, man. Hold on, there's somebody.
We begin with news that the government has declared states of public.
Well, all right, may I play this off on my phone? Somebody, a digital time we live in now, so what happening? So here this, I think this was over TVJ, right? Some of us want to listen. I got catch my phone right at the microphone I couldn't hear because I want to hear when the Prime Minister said, is the Governor General. All right, well, I can play it backside right there.
We begin with news that the government has declared states of public emergency in 7 parishes. Now, the announcement was made at a press briefing at Jamaica House this morning. TV News editor Janella Pursues was there and now joins us live. Janella?
Thank you so much, Shane. Before we throw to the audio bites from the press conference, I want to provide our viewers with some context. Now, 2022 will go down in the history books as one of the bloodiest on record. As at November 13, 1,360 murders were committed. That's a 6.8% increase when compared to the same period last year. Now, Prime Minister Andrew Holness stated that the government has been left with no choice but to implement the security measure.
Here you know.
His Excellency, the Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, declared a state of public emergency in the parishes of Clarendon, St. Catherine, and specified areas in the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew, and a state of public emergency as well in the parishes of St. James, Westmoreland, and Hanover. So there are 2 separate declarations of states of public emergency. One we consider to be the Southern Crescent.
Hold on. Him say more in but me just want to hear who
a state of public emergency.
Listen who him say, declare it.
Left with no choice but to implement
me
the
just want
security
to
measure.
remind on about something.
This morning, His Excellency, the Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, declared a state of public emergency in the parishes of Clarendon, St. Catherine.
All right. And again, people, there's much that is going on there. And much for cause of concern, of course, and all these things. But again, I want you to pay attention. Him say, is the Governor General declare the state of emergency. People, what is happening here is that the Prime Minister, irrespective of who the Prime Minister is, whether PNP, JLP, any other P, whether PP or whatever, irrespective of who the Prime Minister is, the Prime Minister is not constitutionally empowered to declare a state of public emergency. It's the Governor General of to do it. Be reminded, the Governor General is the Queen's right now the King's representative. Be reminded, the Governor General is a head of state. The Governor General is the most senior person in our government. Now, people, when we discuss these things, you have to separate the individual from the portfolio. Because His Excellency Mr. Patrick Allen is a decent human being. Right? Decent, kind human being. Okay? And if him never in a position, somebody else would have in there anyway. So people, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, but I just want to remind you, say, we are supposed to be an independent nation. And we are constitutionally empowered to elect who we want to run the country. No matter which party or whatever. But again, be reminded, whoever we elect cannot become the leader by law. As a matter of law, whoever the people in our democracy elect cannot become leader until the King of England, he was a queen before and now he's a king, until the King of England say, yes, I authorize it. And the way the thing set up is that the King of England have female representative in our country, who is the Governor General. So when we say we get independence from the King of England and who was the Queen before, who get rich off of our country, that is how them get them billions and get rich. And the power where them enjoy up to this day is because them go around and them slave people over more than half the world. We just talk about England alone. We just talk about the royal family alone, right? And them build up them wealth and them thief up all kind of things and kill off millions and millions of people and things and whatever. And that is how them have them authority and them brand right now as rich and powerful people, because them get that half of millions of people, right? So them same people who claim say them give it independence, that same person now, for them organization, right? Mr. Charles, when Jamaicans elect a leader, that leader cannot become leader until King Charles say yes, by law. And when King Charles say yes, him communicate that yes there through his representative, who is the Governor General. And then sometimes when you bring up them something now, you have a set of people at Jamaica, them love to say, yes, but you're acting as if the Governor General is involved in the running of the country. It's a Prime Minister that runs the country. The Governor General is just a figurehead. He's just there. He's not involved in anything, you know. So we have nothing to worry about there. And anytime them say that, you have a set of people, including myself, who always say, so if there is nothing to worry about that, why you keep it? If there is nothing to worry about with the Governor General, in a country with scarce resources where we can't afford enough things and things, what is the benefit of keeping the Governor General there? Now, back in the day, you know, we couldn't make a practical argument for that. You know, back in the day, you have a time when we could travel freely to England and other people couldn't travel freely because, you know, whether, yeah, it's from slavery and whatever and all these things, but there were certain little benefits. There were some trade benefits too, right? Them used to buy a banana first and all them. So, them something they gone here now, you know. Them something they gone. We have to get visa to go to England. And when you go to England, you have people in a plane clothes that talk about blue book, and thing and run down point and all and sitting there and whatever this and that. In other words, even the benefits, what we could have said, you know, and even those are debatable in many respects, but even those benefits, they have been eliminated or significantly reduced. So again, we come back to this thing and then, if them claim, say, well, the Governor General is just a figurehead, it don't mean nothing. Why keep the Governor General? Again, I have nothing against Patrick Allen as an individual. Nice man. I'm talking about the portfolio of Governor General. Whether it was Floresville gas pole when I grew up and thing and whatever. Why keep that? Why keep that portfolio and committing so much resources to it? He might forget pay, right? And he have the whole heap of land there and place there. Up a King's house. A King's house it name, right? Why keep it? Why keep it? Right? There is so much going on there. We don't know Devon knows, right? One time we hear say one time, you know, after slavery abolished and only per years pass and whatever and thing and you know, black man arise now and black woman arise and thing and whatever. And we hear say when, how it go? Somebody know the detail, but it's like a black man did must have won Devon house. And he did have this racist, somebody named Lady Musgrave. Lady, you know, that a British title. The way she vexed so the black man arise, she said she no want if you drive past him for go down what is now Hope Road. She don't want to ride past him. And so she make fear own a road, you know, for go downtown, you know. And that is how Lady Musgrave Road was made. How will you look at sitting and go on and them structures they in place, right? So some people may say, but those things are not impacting our minds or doing anything to the country. Anytime you hear them tell us, so don't pay them the mind, a foolishness them tell them. Because you see them structure there, that is emblematic in the portfolio of the Governor General, King Charles representative, who have the final say in whether or not the person we Jamaicans elect as prime minister can indeed become prime minister, right? That is representative of a broader system in Jamaica where the people them who benefit from it, them don't want you for them don't want to start pay attention to them some of them, you know. That's why them don't teach it in schools. When me I go Calabar, me learn about the royal family, there is not one time in our history class them you hear a teacher say them do something bad or them do something evil or whatever. Even when certain things are mentioned, it's mentioned in a neutral way. Right? So we not to mention the woolly part of something of them where them not teach. You see, I know me I tell about the Lady Musgrave. Enough of them something that they are Jamaica where them not teach in a school. And it is deliberate people because you have certain people for them generation from way back in the day. Them a benefit from it, you know, from hundreds of years ago. And the legacy passed down. And the more them keep in ignorance, and the more them can blame all people like me, Ragashanti with them dirty mouth and thing and dancehall, this and that. And I saw them keep on distracted. Every time things get bad and awful and terrible in Jamaica, them turn at the dirty dancehall music and thing and them distract, you know. And some of these politicians are complicit in it, whether through ignorance or deliberately so, just to give themselves a platform by parroting, you know, the rhetorical status quo. Them just say the same thing over and over again. When politicians didn't come out what they are not talk about when pick they listen to and whatever. Mind you, enough of them lyrics that I wouldn't make my children them listening. But again, you're being distracted. So here we have the Prime Minister now, the leader of the country, duly elected by the Jamaican electorate, the people. And the law don't allow the Prime Minister to declare a state of public emergency autonomously, independently. Him have to go to the Governor General for the Governor General do it. The Governor General who is representative of King Charles. Now, people, when me are saying, if some of these people who are maintaining the status quo, if them can detail some tangible ways in which we as the Jamaica as a nation are benefit from maintaining this, you know, the monarchy, the British monarchy as the head of state of the country. And them can get in a cost-benefit analysis and weigh the good and the bad and can demonstrate where we are coming out ahead. Like right now, put emotions aside where you feel about colonialism or whatever. But if you can engage in an objective analysis, and if through that objective analysis you can reach a determination that Jamaica is presently benefiting more from having that apparatus still in place, that apparatus that comes with so much pain, hundreds of years of pain and murder and rape, whatever, right? Whether you like it or not, that is what the portfolio of the Governor General represents as the representative of the British monarchy. If them can't come up with emotions aside, some reason I say it is in our best interest right now to maintain this, then fine. But these are the people who get up and talk about values. We need to instill better values into our young people, and the problem is this. And then blame ghetto people, and then blame dancehall, and then blame everyone. Then as soon as you cuss and carry it, then blame Rasta, and think I don't know who them not blame. And them don't see the connection between when people value something, them protect it. Right? When people value something, them protect it. Right? When you grew up and our parents, when they couldn't afford certain things, and them go take out something upon what they call higher purchase of Jamaica. Right? Then left a plastic on the sofa. When we grew up, we call it settee. And left a plastic pan it, you know why? Them value the thing and them a protect it. When we grew up and we have a good clothes different from what we call we judging clothes and whatever. All when we iron we good clothes, we iron it in a slow motion. When we iron anything else, we iron it fast. Because we are protect the thing when we value. The same thing applies to people. May I tell you? The same thing applies to ourselves. We as a nation of people, we don't value, well, certain people in Jamaica, we don't value ourselves to the point where we will take care of ourselves. Now, I'm not naive to think like, Jamaica can overnight turn into this wonderful solace of, civility and, everything is hunky-dory. I'm saying to the extent that we can start making things better and whatever. And thing, we have to start pay attention to them. Some people, the choices you make, the way you see the world, the way you understand the world, is inevitably a result of your socialization, the way you were raised. The way you were raised is inevitably based on the principles, the rules and regulations that come from the institutions, whether church, government, school, or whatever. Those are the institutions where we grew up in. Family and whatever, this and that, right? All of that cannot escape history. Cannot escape history. And our history is a history steeped in hundreds of years of indoctrination of a particular worldview that does not redound to our benefit. It never did. It wasn't designed that way. That is still surreptitiously maintained up to this day. None of you can tell me say one who not go school. They taught you know how to love yourself. Apart from our national heroes, even when we are here about our national heroes, it wasn't even taught to us in a way where we can internalize it and feel strong about it and thing and whatever. None of us despised slavery when we did in our school because it wasn't taught that way. It was just like this matter-of-fact thing. None of us was taught about how Jamaica set up right now, who control the power and all them something there. Which groups of people control the power, who control the money and them thing there. A university, people go here about it, but we never learn them something there in our school. None of you can tell me, say one of you go primary school, this and that school and whatever, when most of we go, black people in Jamaica and go, they did not teach us how to build wealth. We don't know that. Them not teach that. But it's been taught in Jamaica, you know, just not round we. Them not teaching in a school about economic empowerment and political empowerment. Them not teaching them something there. You just grew up a ghetto and you know, so you put on orange or you put on green and you hang off a bus and go vote for that party there. And when the party they win, up till now, don't fully understand how who really benefit from that, you know? Who decide how the big money spent? As in who get contract, who get subsidy, who get this and that and whatever. And the people them who get that, and of them hang off a bus. And of them their conference a wave and this and that and whatever. And the people in the party, they are just agents for those people in the private who really run things. Those people, many of those people who are benefiting from the present system up to this day, and them are doing really, really well. But it's a system grounded in, determined by, defined by these hundreds of years of this thing or whatever that is emblematic in the Governor General still being. That is just like a personification of it, right? But it's not just a personification. It's a structural representation of that system that is still in place. When we in a school, when I tell you 2 plus 2 are this, 5 plus 5 are 10, then they teach sitting here home economics and all them something, the skills, trade, or them something and them teach you, whatever, yeah? As me did I tell Dobby Friday gone, and when me come find me learn some pivotal things about Jamaica, and that's me after say. So them never teach me them things there in a school. But then I go turn around and cuss somebody like me now, because I go on with the things them and this and that and whatever, like say, and them take people for fool. So see it there. The Prime Minister say the Governor General declared the state of public emergency. Right, and it is significant, people. It means that when the minds were coming together to design the Constitution of Jamaica, some agenda, right, some entity in that process must have said, we're giving Jamaicans their independence, but we need to retain certain powers for the monarchy, for England. Because we have to maintain control. Because we trick them. We want them to think they're independent, but when it comes to real power, we don't want them to really be independent. And so it is. If you should now look on what constitutes a state of public emergency, you will find that the state is now empowered to do certain things that they wouldn't have been able to do outside of the state of public emergency. The state now can take some extra measures to do certain things feasibly in the interest of the country. The state is now less restrained by the rule of law to do certain things. So whoever was designing this, was saying, we don't want whoever the people elect to be the last word upon this. We want to retain that power to the British monarchy. Because just in case we don't want the Prime Minister to be able to constitutionally and unilaterally of his or her own authority to have that much power if we say we are suspend the rule of law now and declare a state of public emergency. We don't want that. It's the king must always do that. But we want them to still think them independent and thing. And I'm just saying that is an example of some broader similar structures in place in Jamaica that serve to benefit a certain set of people at Jamaica, which has always been the case, that serve to ensure that they continue to hold the real money in Jamaica, the real wealth in Jamaica. That they, in the classic case of colonialism and post-colonial society, that they can say them work hard for them thing and it's we lazy and we no want this and that and all for them family, them have hundreds of years of working and them work from nowhere, which some of them really do. But it gives them a justification, a structural justification. If say we belong where we there and them belong with them there because they are deserving of the betterment with them have over we and thing. and blame we say true, we don't want this and that. Me hear them all the while, I blame ghetto people and thing, right? Blame dancehall and blame this and that. When the thing structured in such a way where we not learn certain things, them a talk about values. Right? Them did have this thing one time, you know, but them values and whatever, this and that and ray, and thing and whatever. And them not teach culture in a school. Them not teach things them out of history. Some things where IrieFM did all a teach all over the years. IrieFM a teach on serious something. When me sit down and listen at something or go on in the country, I say, John, why you know say them something I not teach in a school? Yeah, me there on the bridge 99 FM and thing. I'm in here Ragashanti. Me big up anybody. Big up IrieFM what they always I give with them, you know, them Afrocentric, them Jamaican Afrocentric teaching. They not make man feel good about themselves or whatever. But I'm telling you people, these things, it's not a systemic thing. It's a one-off thing. You know, it's not a cultural thing. It's not a systemic thing where people can learn them something and feel good about themselves. Because anyhow we go learn it and feel good about ourselves and all them things there, whatever. You know Jamaican people, we're going to say, wait, that go on, and we're not going to farm fool for go change the game, and them don't want to change the game. Them want to keep it as it is and benefit them people there. Right? So certain people not have certain power. And I'm just saying, it's emblematic in the Prime Minister of the country, whether PNP or JLP, elected by the people, cannot unilaterally declare a state of public emergency because somebody, when they design the rules for the country live by, say, hey, we don't want to get the leader of that. We don't want to get the person who the people elect that power, which is what that person is supposed to have if it's a democracy. And so it is with they about we independent and with this and that and whatever, this and that. When a certain people are run the thing, and I keep we in ignorance all along. And then that ignorance give them the permission now for blame we for the results of that ignorance, which include crime and thing. When me I grew up, I get up, I can't tell you how many times me a gunman say, oh, I'm done dead already. So I know nothing. So if you're done dead already, your life no value nothing. Not only that, other people's life no value nothing. And the reason why them I say them done dead already is because they were not taught to value themselves. And every effort to institutionalize some form of doctrine that will serve to empower these people, make them really know themselves and whatever, has always been rebuffed, dismissed, and shut down. Not only when it come from Rasta, but when it come from Professor Shivant, when it come from Professor Nettleford, when it come from all these scholars who say we need to teach these things in school, nobody never pick it up yet. And so it is, where they are now 1,300 odd people murdered and thing by depraved people who don't value themselves and who don't value their countrymen and countrywomen because they never grew up in a system where they were taught to value themselves and others, which the system where them grew up in, I want to teach them that, was designed that way from colonial times by the white slave owners who saw it as a mechanism to ensure that even though they were a minority in our country where they rape our people and bring the people in from Africa come over, they don't want these people who outnumber them so significantly to go get wise up and type of things. So we have to shut down them things. We shut it down physically. When Taki rebel, we hang that, kill that. When Paul Bogle rebel, we hang that, kill that. When even a white man, George William Gardner, rebel, we hang that, kill that. So nothing violent like them, you know. And them teach we the violence, you know. That is the irony, you know. It's them institute the violence. This thing I say, a violence if you do for this and that, if you want to get ahead. That is what, that is the foundation of where the thing based upon. And that was never ever corrected institutionally or systemically. I see it there. The Prime Minister of the country cannot, by herself or himself, whoever the Prime Minister is, declare in the interest of the country a state of public emergency. Is only the Governor General, King Charles, portfolio down here. So basically, it's only King Charles's authority can declare a state of public emergency, not the duly elected Prime Minister of the country. We should be ashamed of ourselves. I want to get up every day and blame Dancehall for this and Dancehall for that. Well, I break. We're soon forward.
It's the Bridge 99 FM.
How you deal with?
Gonna leave.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Well, people back in the juggling, we're there. We just dropped that little reasoning, the pound and thing with the declaration of the state of emergency from the Governor General down there in Jamaica. Everything is everything. Big up on yourself. All right. The number is 876-676-4996 from Jamaica. 876-676-4996. Again, 876-676-4996. From the United States, the number is 888-546-8742. From the United States and also from Canada, it's toll free. 888-546-8742. Again, 888-546-8742. One more time, 888-546-8742. That's from the United States or Canada. To the phone lines, we go. Good night. Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, sir.
You
know, I heard your reasoning a while ago, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And with respect, you know, I think with that reasoning, that reason would have to come at some point in our history, because it is important to deal with matters like this.
Mm-hmm.
But as it is right now, the issue are, especially in my mind, is the whole issue of crime. Now, I mean, many of us have come from the colonial system,
mm-hmm.
but we didn't take up the idea and say, boy, we'll kill these people or we'll kill that people, because we are enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
And we as a people, we are Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is wrong with our people? Is it because of slavery, why we are turning and killing off each other like how we're doing it? Well, it beats me.
No. You see, we have to be careful where we try to think that is one thing cause one thing, you know. Remember, we are talking about human beings, and we're talking about a collective of human beings. We're talking a nation of human beings, and we're talking about a conduct, a depraved conduct that is across the nation. Now, we hear about the killing we hear about the murders them, but you and I know that the murders them is just what gets all of the attention, that, you know, there's a violence problem, you know, in general, that, you know, very often doesn't necessarily result in murders. It may also be there in abuse of children. It may be there in abuse on women, domestic abuse. It may also be there in rape. It may also be there in, pilfering the country, the nation's purse, you know, in thievery.
Sure.
It may also be there in rampant hypocrisy, you know, in institutions, the political directorates, the private sector, you know, the theological institution, the churches, and so forth and whatever. But I'm just saying that there's that element there, and there's an effort, you know, there's always been an effort to explain why these things, exist the way they do. And I'm just saying, in our situation, a part of it, I'm not saying that it is singularly dispositive that is just slavery alone. But then let's keep in mind that slavery itself was multi-layered, multidimensional, and extremely complex, you know, and the ramifications and consequences of that is far-reaching, not only far-reaching in a physical, tangible way, but without question, on the level of identity and who we are, on the level of how do we solve certain problems, on the level of who is justified to get away with certain crime, for example. So I am saying to you, you know me, my life is a woman book, right? So I've been in several jails at Jamaica, right?
Right.
And some big, half a tree jail, a big jail. And I just happen to grow up in an environment that women know who they at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility, right? And what we call GP, General Penitentiary, when we grew up, right? Me visit enough people in a prison, right? And me in a jail. And what I'm saying to you, Mark.
Yes.
I think me reach a point when I'm like, wait a second. How come only one set of people in our prison them and we jail them? So, but I'm saying, if it's only that one set of people who happen to be people like me and you and our background, right? Then a broad explanation fee must on some level be that it's only we alone, the people from our background, it's only we alone that commit crime in the country. It's only we alone that do wrong. Now, you as a center, to the best of your knowledge, you think that is the case?
No.
All right.
No.
Do you agree that it's only certain people go prison at Jamaica and certain people go jail, don't it?
It will appear that way.
All right. Would you say that thieving are going all about at Jamaica, don't it?
Yes, it is.
Would you say that criminality they depend on all levels in Jamaica, don't it?
Yes.
All right. Is it accurate to say it's only, in general, it's only certain people get punished for criminality, don't it?
For the most part.
All right. So, somebody like me, you know, me did reach a point where me I say, so what could explain why one set of people go prison and thing and whatever, but them other people them who obviously must be doing things to and whatever, we don't ever hear about them thing. And once you start reason with that and I break it down, you see where the thing go right back to what exists right now is a direct connection to what to where history where it come from. Because it's only one set of people used to get punished in the past. And the other set of people them who never get punished. It's the same thing that exists today. But them will have you believe say it's dancehall and it's this and that and Mark, you know, when me I give motivational speech, you know, I tell the people, you know, one of my mantras, hard life is no excuse for bad choices.
Right. Exactly.
Hard life. So I am not disagreeing with you, you know. I'm just saying that there's some broader macro issues that is emblematic, in my opinion, in my reasoned analysis. And when I hear the Prime Minister, you know, say, and again, you know, the matter of crime and whatever, you know, whatever, so it's a serious thing. But when I hear the Prime Minister say, His Excellency the Governor General,
I
declared the state of public emergency. You hear that?
And we know that practically.
No, so what I'm saying, but what is not the case?
No, it's not the case where, well, it's not the case when him say the Governor General. We fully know say the Prime Minister and the security people wanted in the state of emergency, but because of the system, you have to use it as a cover.
You have to use what as a cover? What is your point?
If we use the Governor General, if we say the Governor General declare it, because we are still not a so-called independent nation.
But what I'm saying is, all right. Yeah. When people like me raise that, and we are say that is an example of the insidious and surreptitious systemic thing them we are working, you know, where I benefit certain people and I work against certain people and whatever, you know. Once I see it then, that it is just unavoidable. We know, say, the Governor General, well, let us assume the Governor General is not involved in the practical day-to-day run. That's the Prime Minister, and that go the Constitution.
Exactly.
But just the very thought, because the way it's set up, because what they say to you is like, but Raga, what a big deal. I know the Governor General big enough. The Prime Minister does go to the Governor General, and the Governor General say, yeah, all right, I'm going to answer.
Just agree to it,
No, but hear my argument with that now. So if the Governor General there is not a big deal, why you have the Governor General there then?
I'll put it this way. It's really because we have not reached to the point of this so-called full independence.
No, but Mark, when I say break down that, I am an adult right now, and at donkey years and whatever, right? You see what happened today with what happened with the Prime Minister and the Mark, that was not taught in school. Not only was it not taught in school, we didn't know, we were not taught why it was designed that way. It's me as an adult know a fair reason. I say, but well on, if when the Constitution was being designed, some group of people who are designing this thing and say, yo, we're going to give them independence, we're going to make them elect a Prime Minister, but certain local powers, we want them to feel them have the independence, but certain local power, we don't want to give them elected the elected head of the country that power. So here we are going. You see, when it comes to state of public emergency, we are keep that to it was the Queen, now the King. So what I'm saying is, that is deliberate, Remember I said great thought and reason and time going on when time a country get independence and them design the Constitution, right? And some entity in the process say, don't make the leader of the country have the authority, the power to autonomously to think for themselves and to be able to declare a state of public emergency, which, I remind you, is a suspension of the laws and so forth. So, you give them more power to do certain things, right?
Yes.
And on some level, some decision was made when they were designing the apparatus that the country will be governed by and that the people would follow. If we say the king, the monarchy in England must retain that power even though they're independent. What I'm saying is Jamaica not independent. The United States independent.
No.
The United States is independent even though they have freedom crosses too. Right?
No.
Right?
No.
The King Charles can't. The King Charles. The US did what over here so two and them get them independence in 1776 and whatever. And that a real independence. And then somebody may say, so what that I gonna do? And I'm saying no. If the thinking is adjusted in that area, in a way where the reason we adjust that thinking and change those things, then that we may start to truly commence on a journey now, where this fake thing when them do about values and when them say values, them used to have one catchphrase with them all use like values and this and that and whatever.
Values and attitudes.
Yeah, you know where I go on. Values and attitude. That's what it was. You're right, Mark. Right? So we can really listen to me.
Yeah.
Mark, you know what me did in High Street?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
yes,
when me did in High Street and thing, when me did I live for, I never nothing where me did rate myself, me gotta be honest with you.
Right.
Me did just follow the script. And the script them when me did follow, they were self-destructive.
Of course.
But the point I'm making, me never understand that. It wasn't taught to me. It wasn't taught to my mother. If my mother didn't understand it, my mother loved me. When me did up on Percy Street and them a fire shot and whatever, my mother run out in a gunshot and hug up her pit and say, I want to come kill me. My mother loved me. But it's the same mother who when me I wash my face and things, she tell me straighten your nose. That must have had an impact on me. Those things are not taught in a school for we feel better about ourselves and whatever.
Yes.
And when me start feel better about myself and all them things there, me know, Mark, I swear for my mama name, Pamela Scott. And when me start feel better about myself and value myself, Me say, you know, say, me nah do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say, when me I grew up, them tell me, say, right, me learn this. Anybody tell it, any woman tell us to come suck her road, beat that. Anybody tell it to go suck your mother, beat that, whatever.
Yes.
Me tell you, say, when them used to call me donkey nose hole, remember, you know? Nobody never ever yet teach me in a school and say, no. What you have here is a phenotype of your ancestors, and it exists in a system for hundreds of years that sought to devalue these features that you have and to put value in the other. Me never know why you always hear the uptown people on top when I'm going to fix them nose. Me never understand it.
Yes.
Me not understand why them talk about pretty ear, that leave your baby ear and leave your pretty ear and all them something there. Me never understand it. Me never know why my mother did put one comb in a fire and at the comb and I put it in her ear for press her ear and I burn her head and I touch her. I said, me never understand that and she never understand it either because it was not taught to us.
Yes. Yes.
And up till today, me I read several articles much thing what woman them are putting on them head and all the thing a poison them head and all them something and I kill them. So it's still going on all now and it is still not taught in schools in a Jamaica. And the killing and the crime and the murder is just an extreme manifestation of this widespread self-hate where exists in a Jamaica.
All right, fine. So, you know, I would agree with you right there. But let us also face the facts that now we are in the era of technology. And therefore, we can now learn for ourselves that we never know 20, 30 years ago. Everything now is right in front of us. We can just get the phone and learn so much.
Well,
right?
I agree with you there, but it's not that simple. So we have more access to it, but it's not that simple. You have all kind of things. So the information overload, you have what they refer to as a digital divide, and everybody have access to technology, all kind of stuff. And even if you have access to it and whatever, you need guidance and whatever, this and that. And if somebody tell you, say, somebody can't tell you, say, go that way over there, so, you know. Walk over so better. But if you don't know why you are walk over there, so you just a walk, you know.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? You just a walk. And I'm not naive. Don't believe, I mean, just, you know, the human experience is such that you're going to have diversity no matter what. So it's a question is on how best you manage it. So in any country you go, even peaceful country, you still have some problems there, right? So the notion here is, you know, what is really going on here? You know, in terms of, you know, Jamaicans, why is it that we, this little nation of over 3 million people, we have consistently been in the top 5, you know, per capita, most violent nations in the world. There is something going on there. And I'm saying that some of that is tied into our collective self-concept.
Well, as you earlier
that is
stated,
grounded in our history.
And
that there is no effort, there has never been any effort to tackle this systemically where our people, when them young, them can grow up in a something where them can learn and think and whatever and can feel good about themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But as you are saying here, you know, it is still, you know, it goes to the fact that you are in the system and, you know, you have been there and you decide to choose a different path. Of course, because of, you know, you get help from some very important persons who actually, you know, help you to change certain direction. You know, but you know,
let me ask you something.
These days.
Let me ask you something. Jamaica as a mentality where it is institutionalized. It's part of the thing for man and rape woman. You know that, right?
Well, it's unfortunate.
No, you agree, yes or no?
Well, if I said that,
I tell you that sexual violence against women is just standardized, you know, to the point where them talk about it, you know. When me I grew up, man, yo, what the girl and FR, man, what you doing? Right? Me that par with some man and whatever, them come and them and say, yo, we got Tony in a man and them carry me over to KC and I could jump a while and whatever. I batch them and woman. It's a good thing my mama send me go East Queen Street Baptist Church and I couldn't do it. And then them beat me. And say me a batty boy because I don't want to go rape one girl. You understand what
I heard about it. Yes.
So my question to you.
Hold
on. Here is my question to you. So we have a problem with sexual violence against women, right? Based on your logic right now,
yes,
is the ultimate solution to that is for the woman them make better choices?
Better choices in terms?
No. In terms of whatever. I'm saying, given that we have a problem, a systemic cultural problem of men, you know, perpetrating sexual violence against women. Following your logic, do you think the primary thing where we need to deal with right here, so no?
I think, you know, I think it is in order. I'm going to say, some of us as men who are doing it.
What? No. I know, but oh, come on, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, stop. Mark, when we said there
men, it's all more general.
But of course it is general. Mark, stop no, Mark, stop no, man, and listen to me, man. Sometime, one time I talk to you about certain things, I'm not going to be honest with you right now, you know. I'm going to be honest with you. We are talking about a broad matter and thing and whatever, and you basically are thinking about yourself.
No, but I have to put myself in it because I don't do it.
Mark, hold on, but I know you me talk about sexual violence against women. So, Mark, is it accurate to say Jamaicans eat curry goat? Is that an accurate statement?
Not all.
No, Mark, me never ask you if it's all. I ask you, is it an accurate?
I understand.
Hold on, you know, and Mark, we're in a competition, you know.
Country.
Don't compete, Mark. As a country, is it accurate to say Jamaicans eat curry goat?
Yeah.
Does that mean that every Jamaican eat curry goat?
No.
It just means that eating curry goat is pervasive enough in Jamaica where you can't say it's cultural. All right. What I'm saying is sexual violence against women, even look for a little girl that come up, is pervasive enough. Sexual violence of men perpetrate sexual violence against women is pervasive enough where we can't say it's cultural. That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying every single man do it. Common sense will tell you that every single man not do it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, and I'm saying, given that sexual violence against women is pervasive and whatever, I'm asking you, is the solution then to say, well, we could teach women and to make, is it only that at the woman then we must focus on, you know, to make better choices to avoid this?
Well, here is where laws will have to come into place. Because when the law come into place, you know, a man would know that, these guys would know that female is not the property of anybody. So you can't just see a person and just believe that it's your property by right to abuse.
All right. So the law then would help to address
the law.
Consequences for breaching that order and abusing the woman and things like that. So the law, the purpose of the law would be as a deterrent, but in truth, it's reactive, right? So I'm saying is, how about a proactive thing now for where say, yo, you know, so we really need to institutionalize something in the school and whatever in term, come up with a way to teach our men to respect women. Right? Some parents do it, you know.
Yes.
One woman, she said, boy, I see one woman make one post one time and she said, listen, people, my daughter, she get her period for the first time.
Yeah.
And a young man take off him shirt and cover up the blood stain for my daughter and take care of her and whatever and make sure. And the woman said, I just want Well, she said the mother. We assume it's the mother. So we just tell you what she said. But she said, I just want to thank that young man's mother, or even the parents. I'm saying there are people out there who are doing things. They're doing good things, and to come back. But it would help if it is a priority on the national level, right? One time, remember outside organizations come at Jamaica and them tell us, we don't have too much picnic. Me don't know if you old enough remember when Jamaica did have this big campaign. Two is better than too many. Two is better than too many, and them I tell, them come down and find, and I tell the people and say, whatever. Big national campaign to the point where
it works to a large extent.
Listen to me, me tell you, man, you know how much woman me I get. Year 2 is better. I don't want more pit there, whatever.
Yes,
so what
man.
I'm saying, this was a national campaign, and it did serious, and it was heavily funded and things like that, and it had an impact. What I'm saying is, there are all these other areas where people have been advocating to pay attention to these intangibles. When I talk about values and them something, but them don't want to pay attention to them values, the values them we are going to make Jamaicans really understand what really are going on in the country, who are benefit, white setups so for a long time, who really control the capital, who really have the power, the decision making power. Them not teach with them something there. Because it is not in their interest to teach us those things. It's not a priority.
So what do you think? I mean, so how do we go about it then? Because
no, and this is not something that is it's simple to put together. I just brought this up because I heard the Prime Minister say, His Excellency the Governor General. What the gentleman name again? What the Governor General? Patrick Allen declared a state of public emergency, whatever. And right there, so I knew that it was. Cause there's several things like that where the Prime Minister can do. He might forgot to the Governor General, and I'm like, isn't that sad that we as a nation right now, right? We are like supplicants to the very same entity that abused us to the tune of billions of dollars and amassed incredible wealth off us, killed millions of us and whatever, claims that them give independence, and we have to ask them permission to make decisions about what is best for us, right? And I'm saying that is just an example of a broader structure that is the same, that people don't talk about, and that it have some serious ramifications in terms of what the country produces, what the conduct of the people are, and all these things. But people is either them can't make those connections, they're not intelligent enough to see it, or they don't want to see it. But President, tell me, say we have some other call, somebody else I go say here. But thank you for your robust, challenging reasoning as usual. Big up yourself, my brother. All right, cool. Okay. All right, President, Senna.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hello.
Robert, man. Good night.
Who is this?
Robert.
Yeah, Robert. Wagwan.
Yeah, say goodbye.
All right, man. Wagwan with you.
The day, man.
Okay.
Yeah, the day. Raga, yeah, the talk about the crime now go stop, yeah, Raga.
The crime now go stop?
Can't stop.
Why?
No, because we not love nobody again. Nobody not love nobody again.
So, but why we not love no? Why not love no dede? Why not love no dede?
He not did that again. Raga, the couple times with the hear me on the show, or hear me call the show, you know. Me, they are going to holy faith and meditate and say, crime cannot stop if we don't love one another.
Uh-huh.
We have to love one another.
Yeah.
And We don't love one another. Crime can't stop.
No, but what go on, Robert? Because them type of crime are going from in the 70s, come up in the 80s, election, come right up and thing and whatever. So what caused them level of crime if you are going so long?
Well, I can't tell no because every day I'm on the street and I see the youth them no want to work in a Raga. The young youth them right now when we go on the street and I see the police, when we look at the young youth them, majority of them, they're prison. Sure, because they just don't want to work. Majority of them don't want to work. When I see the police are give them some flashy drive on the road, take over, and them not give them the flashy drive because when they give them the flashy drive, them go to prison and then come back and then do the same thing.
Okay.
You hear what me I say?
Uh-huh.
They might do the same thing over and over.
Anyway, Robert, why you go over Carlene show and over there and I tell Carlene do the same thing where we tell you say you know for
We
do
don't
on
go
a
over
show.
Carlene show.
Hold on, man. You know, me talk and ask a question, man. Okay, right?
I don't go.
You go over. Hold on, man. Me ask a question yet, man. You know what? Me finish, man. So why you go over Carlene show? I ask Carlene figure out your number for you get woman.
I don't go. For this last time I go over there, I don't go over there. How long you know hear me call the show?
No, but how long you know call the show? Because we cuss you out over here and we get wicked
No,
for you.
but me
Listen,
don't-
man.
yeah,
Hold on, man. Because all the management and all them people here, I call and I ask and the people, them a blame me and I say, me gonna make you start that something upon the show.
No.
So,
No.
listen to me. So, yeah, say the management and the people them who hear you over calling show I do it and the management of the station.
No,
you say a
that's
lie.
not-
Hold on. Well, you say a lie. Them a tell upon you. Everybody a tell lie upon you.
I don't call the show from up to I just last night is the first me call the show. You know.
No, hold on,
After
man.
they say
Did
so
you
and
go?
so.
Hold on, man. Did you go over Carlene show and say figure out your number for you get
I
woman?
go over there, yeah, but I find that I don't go back and put no more number. You know, see, me not cut out them, me not stop that, brother, me not bother with them the thing that again. Me say I don't go over there back.
Oh, okay.
I call over there.
Nothing wrong if you call. Whether the people them just tired, the management tired of the thing where you want to give out your number for get woman.
I said that stop do it. I don't go over there. I call it because last night and talk to her.
You call Carlene last night and talk to her?
Yeah, me call her.
Where you talk to Carlene say last night then?
The was have a look discussion about something about woman and orgasm and them thing there. So
but woman and orgasm? That them did I talk about what them did I say about woman and orgasm? Let me see if you did that listening show. What them say about woman and orgasm?
One lady did it for the show from Lynn State and them talk about orgasm and me don't remember but me did the call her last night.
You remember what them say about woman and orgasm?
No, me say I was listening. I listened. But I do.
Hold on, were they teaching men how to give woman orgasm?
No, it's like a woman, you don't know one period and them thing them and that them a talk about.
Well, and what them did I talk about period and orgasm or both period and orgasm?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, but what you remember not so you never learn nothing from your listening show?
Yeah, them
Why you learn? Because me never get for listening show. I would like to learn something too. So me want you to impart the knowledge to me.
Why you press my button to me figure out the information?
Me, I press your button. Yo, Mr. Man, don't make them talk. That make people go think like that. What you mean, man? I press your button. Hear what me answer, big man. Hear what me answer. Then I just last night. When me ask you something.
Why you come with that for me next night, man?
Big man. Hear what me answer, man. If you better you say you know member you never learn nothing, or you know want to teach me what you learn. Just say that. No, I want them.
I just call in, just have a topic for the thing and just done. That's all.
But that's what me I ask you, and you tell me say them did have one saucy topic for Carlene show lad.
Yeah, them
hold on, Ragashanti, you know say Robert. From you say woman have orgasm and them conversation, you know, I'm my thing that me want to learn. So me just ask you, did you learn anything last night?
Rather, me never remember about that. Me sleep and remember that.
You know, answer me, yes or no. Did you learn anything from woman orgasm and period last night?
Me take you all like, me just call in and give a topic for it. That's why.
So what you hear? Tell me one of the something them what you hear last night on Carlene.
Something about Hargazi, man.
Hey, you know what say Carlene and listen you and vex right now.
No, then me not tell us.
Hold on, Carlene and listen you and vex right now. Cause she say, John, no, look how me nice to the man and whatever, and the man could even like just say something when him learn from me show and can give me show and vibes.
Man, me never really call him for something there. Me just call and put up something to the topic. Simple as that, man. None of that me call, man.
Then me not talk about what you do, but I say what you learn off of the show.
Yeah, me learn something off of about Hargazi, man. Me was telling her what happened so in night time. Me tell her that. So me just finish calling that she have somebody that a call her coming
well, you never learn nothing then. So we're going to leave it this. You never learn nothing then.
Right? But you come up, you press my button too hard in the night, no man.
Dog, me not press your button, no man. I remember ask you something different. You know, say, hold on. You know, say some woman get very, very horny right before them period. You didn't know that?
Well, you tell me now, well, you come from me rushy, you don't say you talk to somebody, Raga, man. Respect as a big man.
Hold on, Robert, Prezi, you never hear Robert a while ago. Robert said me accompany him. Robert, what you mean I mean that way there? A while ago you said me accompany you, Rushy. Robert, hey, Robert, I didn't see this bad man. Robert, I didn't see this bad man. So, Robert, hold on. A while ago you said me accompany you, Rushy. Robert, a while ago you said me accompany you, Rushy. Robert, take back the talk there. Take back the talk there.
Miss Alright, look at no man, Miss Comfy finish my statement, and you're not even finish the statement, you just cut you out of both.
Me not cut out nothing. Me not ask you well. Me ask you a question or whatever, and before you know it, you talk about me a compare your Rushy. And all them something there.
You don't do them
yo,
thing, man.
Youngster,
you know, say, right,
youngster, dress up your talk. Dress up your talk. This year, this bad man.
Apologize. Listen now.
Yeah, what?
Here we go now.
Yeah.
Me I tell you something now.
Yeah.
The show is not to call and look woman here.
Thank you. Oh, hold on.
To call and talk about topic.
All right. You see what you just said a while ago? Say it again.
The show is not to call and look ladies. It's the topic and talk about instruction.
Me I go beg if you say that to somebody here, and the person I want you to tell it to is yourself.
No, but me no say. Me do something wrong, me come and clear up myself, and me clear up myself. Alright, listen now. The show, the show is just to listen. Me listen to the show, me come for the show, me do something wrong, me I come to apologize to the listener and say, me know what it happen again.
Oh, alright, apologize to them. Apologize to the
listener. How are the listeners them? Because me feel very bad when the people come and say, Robert. Me not like it, you know?
Right.
So me I come and clear myself and say, management, I apologize to everybody for over there to listeners.
No, that is honorable. Yeah, that is honorable. Because a while ago you say, you know you do something wrong.
Them beat me bad.
Them beat you bad. Yeah, them batter you.
Beat me bad. Me not like it. Big up my friend. What's your name again? Too cute and the whole of the family. But listen now.
Yes.
You're good man and you're big man. You have to listen to me sometimes. Nobody can rush you things, man. Not because you run a show. You can listen to me too.
Okay, no, that is true. And I stand corrected.
Listen to me too. All
right, so Robert, I would like to apologize to you if I was a little bit hasty just now.
I'm hasty.
What?
You know, which school you go? No, for Calabar you go.
The greatest school, the greatest high school at Jamaica. Calabar High School. Calabar High School, the greatest high school at Jamaica. Calabar High School.
Your mother.
Yo, Robert. You don't see the video. Robert, you see the video? A green and black meaner right now, you know.
Me know.
Meaner one green turtle like with a black.
I said me you come from.
No, well, Robert, I'm a mother really come from St. Mary, you know, but I don't mean but I sent me the link there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, well listen now.
Yeah.
All of the people me I come and clear myself tonight. All of the listeners them. You know that beat me bad on the show. Me have to break it for a while and say, all right then, me have come back and apologize. Because you see your conscience is hard, you know.
Yes.
Your conscience when it's a beat, so me can't take with me conscience a beat, me do something wrong. So me have to listeners, everybody, big up on yourself. Me have clear it now. So, what is wrong with crime in Jamaica? We need to love one another.
True.
Live as one.
True.
When time, the Christmas time, we usually eat blue jars, play marble, Sunday play elastic.
Hold on. You like blue jars? You like blue jars?
Blue jars, anything. Me eat it. Yeah, me eat it.
You eat it? All right then.
Me eat blue jars. I them go in the country. Me come from above rocks.
Yes, above rocks and
things. So me know about hard life, food banana, dashing, all of them things. But me I tell you say, me no fool to this thing what I go on. You see what I go on?
Yeah.
We need to love one another, care for one another.
That's true.
And love with and that will come is a better thing.
Oh, let me ask you something, Robert. I have a question for ask you, right?
What?
If Carlene should ask you for bite her on the inside of her leg, you'd have bite her?
Well, you come with all that in a night, young man.
Answer
the
question, man.
A different thing you come with a night, no.
I'm just curious because I say, just yes or no. If Carlene ask you for bite her on the inside of her leg, just give her some little bite on the inside of her leg, you'd have do it for her?
Yo, Raga, what you deal with that night now?
No, you're not answer. I know you're not answer question, Robert.
It's a different issue now. What are you trying to blackmail?
No, I'm not blackmail, but you're going like you're this Carlene, you know. You're going like you're a rate Carlene, you know. I ask you again, Robert. Robert, if Carlene ask you, if bite her on the inside, her leg them on the inside, you know, on a little soft part of the inside there. Yes or no? You don't get your bite her there, get a little bite there, a little nibble there.
Let's see if you ask the question.
No, let me not ask you that. Listen to me, man.
Robert,
the gangster, them are listen you right now and thing, and not the man. That's the Carlene we are talking about. Me I say, if Carlene ask you, I say, Robert, me just say, hold on, man. If Carlene ask you, I say, just bite me a little bit on the inside of my leg right here, so you don't do it.
Carlene, she'll listen to the show right now.
Yeah, she'll listen. Of course she'll listen to the show. So me I ask you, Carlene, I listen right here now. You don't do it.
Listen. Stick a pin.
No. But I stick no pin. Answer the question before we go to something else. What?
All right. Stick a pin, no, man.
No, we're not stick no pin. I mean, I want to stick it. Right. I want to come with a stick it.
She asked me to do that. Make she call me out.
Robert, me say, if she asks you to do it, what? You not do it? Yes or no? Yes or no?
All right. You see, you know, you come like.
Well, on, man. Yes or no?
Don't press the button, big man.
Yes or no?
Well, you come off the night, and me come to cargo crime.
No, all right, Robert, here I go on. If Carlene asks me if I say, Gary, I look a small bite on her leg, me I do it. All right then, right? So me admit it. You'd bite her on her in the inside of her leg, on her inner thighs in her leg, right there. So you'd bite her.
Me. Well, me that make up my mind, you know.
Well, on, man, you hear me just talk straight, so you that do it.
All right, yeah.
Robert, you're the boss.
You see you now? Listen, man. Listen to me, man.
Yeah, what?
You Raga show, Carlene show. I think you must have Carlene for the show one night.
Oh, you never listen the night when Carlene locked the whole show?
Listen to it? Yeah, I was listening to it one night. I will close the show. I mean like that, you know?
Okay. Carlene lock down the show, man, and talk up
something. Yeah, man, you lock it down, man. She lock it down. If Carlene asked me to do that,
yes,
I would ask her and say, where you want I
Hey, gunshot. Hey.
You got that, you see it? Yo,
Robert, you roll on, Robert. Hey, Raga, you know, so now that you, hey, Raga, if Carlene asks me to do that, when I say, Carlene, where you want, just say the word. Anyway, you want me to do that, do. Big up yourself, Robert, because Carlene are good as, you understand, so nothing wrong. If you do the things with Carlene.
Last night, when we was listening to the show, you know.
Last night,
yeah. Show, one lady company show me, I tell you, me could have never sleep last night.
Why?
Because one lady, she company show is an experienced lady, but you know, she talk with so much experience. When I tell me, at 2 o'clock, I got to bed last night, you know.
Wait, can't the way she talk and thing, like, you know, give a vibe, don't?
What? Me, I tell you, me, I don't have to get up and drink water about 2 times.
No, but you don't know I want me. Me say it because I know you're afraid to say it. You know, say you back your fist last night, do. Nothing wrong still.
No, me never do that.
No, you back your fist.
No.
Listen to me, don't be ashamed, man. Do not be ashamed. You back your fist last night.
That's enough to talk for radio.
All right, Robert, fix it up. Don't talk it for radio here, Robert. Don't talk it for radio. Don't talk it for the radio, Robert. Leave that alone. Why you say you couldn't sleep last night? No.
You couldn't sleep last night, man. The woman left an impact in her head, I know.
What you say? She left an impact in her head, dog?
Yes, man. Me say me tremble the whole night.
Why might I cuss about one? Hey.
Look at it.
Yeah.
You remember my lady when we did up here?
Yeah.
Never make me tremble so.
She never make you tremble so. And
just that woman, they left a impact in my mind and allow me head of race so.
But at which head raise, Robert?
The head raise so, man.
No, at which head raise? Are you two head?
No, man, you want to hear me head, man. Me head. Yeah, man. If me have $1 million,
yeah,
me care go give her and say, take that and hold that.
Man, so that woman is full of chat, no? I think turn up now.
Full of chat.
See there. Big up that woman upon Carlene show last and people, every Tuesday night at the same time, right on the bridge 99 FM, Carlene show shot. It named Sex on the Bridge. Well, Robert, you know, hear me a big up the woman show. You're going like me now, I'm a big up, you know what?
All right.
So the show named Sex on the Bridge. SOB, Carlene show every Tuesday night on the Bridge 99 FM from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. On the listen. And do remember the fix every Thursday night from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Right, yes, up on the Bridge 99 FM. I don't know some Raga there. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Dirty man, make me feel me so me I say no, man. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Man, yeah, me come over there, come take you away, you know.
Come over there, come do what? Come over there, come. Where you say come over there, come keep me in my face, no?
Me come with me iron over the man.
Oh, so what you say, you fly up down? That go airport and fly up down?
Yeah. But you will go on now, Raga.
Yeah.
You will go on now. You see, me a big up Carlene show, your show.
Yeah.
And me a big up, the Bridge is the #1 station. People must listen. The Bridge, you are going with that big thing. So you see Carlene show now?
Yeah.
Carlene show take life.
See it there?
I think she must, alright, you are going. Tell her if she listening. Put on a program they call oral sex.
She do want oral sex program, don't?
Right. And you put on one oral sex program.
No, but me always talk about swiping. You know, you them beat me all the while. The bossy people and beat me, say be a sex and swiping me talk about. Now you think me can't?
Well, if Carlene is listening, put on a show and versus the man and the woman.
No, but let's be.
Yeah.
I ufa dog them. Robert, I dog them, that ufa dog them there. Robert.
Me dog them, man.
Robert,
me dog them.
Go easy and tell you hear the dog them about them time of night. Make sure say your machine there near you, Robert. I want me to you. Yeah, you're not no check. So, all right, but Carlene, Dancehall Queen Carlene, Robert say you need for do one show for oral sex. Robert just said that. So Robert, why you do a show on oral sex? Cause him want to learn how to do the things them. Him want to know how to do the things them and thing. So Robert, why you do a show like a teach, like how to do oral sex? What did I dog them man? How him get so excited? Robert, tell me something. You know, you realize that when they say oral sexy dog, them start back. I want to go on this, Robert. You never bought there again. When them. All right, Robert, big up yourself. We're going to take a break here.
All right, big up yourself.
All right, Robert, welcome back to the family. You didn't have to breeze you because you didn't behave bad, but you call in and you apologize and things. Big up yourself, all right? Don't say another word. All right, people, watch it right. Here in the nice 90, I think we're going to break soon forward.
Wow. Yo, this is Baby Shama, you're locked in on the bridge. Can you hear me? This is my story. This is the bridge story. Hey, wow.
One Jamaica, looking at the bigger picture.
Yo! Praise every time I forgot to know you. Yo, we're putting on the juggling, you know. Yo, we're there in that juggling. I done my Ragashanti live, and it's all about the Bridge 99 FM and sitting and whatever. And I saw we mix it up, you know. Well, that has to do with the flexibility in my personality and so forth and all these things. We can't talk about something well serious and then gone in some arms house at the same time. Yeah, we can't do some education and then we go so boom comedy. We go so boom entertainment. Yeah, I saw what things set. Yeah, and there are those who would prefer that they would be more comfortable with you just sticking in a one framework, but. Is either them adjust or whatever the case may be. All right, watch it right. If you call from Jamaica, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996. Yo, greetings in the night, yeah. Wagwan.
Hello.
Yo, turn off the radio now, please.
My radio.
Yeah, your radio, your echo, your feedback.
No, man.
What? Yeah, lock it up.
Yeah, man, I first time I call.
No, hold on. You're the earpiece, Bluetooth, or what name there? Something a loop of voice. You're the earpiece, Bluetooth, or
the phone upon speaker.
You can't. You move it from. Turn off the speaker. You turn off the speaker part and just don't hang up. You know.
Yeah,
me. Better now. Yeah, what you say now?
Yeah. Where are they?
You know, some man there and just a juggler and we have all a proper strength.
Yeah, man. A long time I call you, no, man.
Cool, man.
I'm gonna get the number now. Raga.
Yeah.
I want to look a good taxi man, this, you know.
Yeah.
From Paniston, but. Every night, you don't know say.
Yeah.
All I mix up, them they say me I mix up, you know.
Yeah.
I never ever tell them my name, because I listen to everybody.
Don't tell them your name.
Don't tell them my name.
Just make you know what go on, yeah.
Then, when me turn it on the radio, you know, man.
Yeah.
They say, then when I see the pan radio, I say, no, man, I bridge. So me put your number pan bridge, I want woman, you know. Yeah. But every time I want woman, I say, me put different names, so I say, upon the bridge. So when they call, you know, upon the bridge, I do. Upon the bridge, I want upon the bridge.
Yeah.
You say, Ragashanti, it's your life, me I tell.
Yeah, enough people, enough Jamaican know some still the radio down here. But are you, give a big, give me mix up now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Me there, me listen. Why name the man just come by the radio?
Yeah, Robert, yeah.
Yeah, Robert, I do like green phrase, he said. He might go buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel him out, you know, do I want to?
Do what I want to, because then I hear him out too and you do what you want to do. Yeah, you see. Yeah.
One time, the first time, you know.
Yeah.
One day, I want to call you, but I never get the time.
See it there. Bombard star. Tristan, call back his number. Tristan down at Jamaica, call back that number there. Call back that number there, Tristan. Call back that number there right now. Hold on, no, Tristan, you have to call back the general, man, because I have a feeling about that caller there, you know. Make him out for something. Yo, I text Tristan and tell, for those of you just listening, I am in New York and we're broadcasting on the Bridge 99 FM in Jamaica. So we always have to communicate with the people down at Jamaica. So sometimes we have new listeners that want to text me on Facebook me and say want to confuse or whatever. So that is what is going on, all right? Tristan, call him back, man. Pressure, Tristan, I call him back. Yeah, make Tristan call him back because people, let me tell you something. A long time me in this. You know who have the sample mix up them? Hairdresser, barber, helper, housekeeper, hotel, police, and taxi man. Taxi man, them have the mix up them. Taxi man, them have some sample mix up. Taxi man and taxi woman, them. Them always I get some sample mix up. Tristan, what go on? Hold on. Oh, yeah, Tristan say I try call him back. Tristan I try call back a general. We don't know I want my man, but something tell me say boss, they have some sample thing for y'all rinse right here, you know. People that don't know the levels, you know, we just want to know say every Friday, 1 o'clock, is that thing named Free Up. Which part? Free Up. Right, Free Up. The realest Jamaican talk show. The realest Jamaican talk show. Right there, over YouTube. With me, Ragashanti, the king of Mixup, Miss Cherry Washbelly. What the channel name over YouTube? Ragashanti TV. Write that down. Put it on your phone. Remember that. Every Friday, 1 o'clock. Free Up. Over YouTube. On which channel? Ragashanti TV. Spread the word. 1 o'clock. Ragashanti TV over YouTube. And that's all the thing there. And I be a vibes. And you know, so we keep it real and we go hardcore. Right? Because we're there on YouTube, we're there on radio and thing. For the Cardell Green and the Broadcasting Commission pressure, we and all these things, right? And the other wicked people, them as usual. So, make sure someone tune in this Friday, 1 o'clock. Over YouTube, on Ragashanti TV channel, that's the channel name. Ragashanti TV, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, of course. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Can't believe somebody called me what and I say, Raga, I'm not come over there 1 o'clock, I'm not here. And after me, they chat to him for a while, and you know, say 1 o'clock in the morning, the man forward. Jano. Let me see, Tristan now get back a caller. Jano. Oh, President Tristan say him nah get through. Him say I wonder if a phone dead or what, man. But it look like Tristan a call him and nah get through. John know, and you know something just feel said I call out a sample, yo. John know, I one of them things they still. Exactly. The man I said the call that says sound sweet. All right, President, give me that call. Hello.
You not talk off on Raga, you know. Call him on that.
I Raga talk to you, you know.
Oh, yeah, bless up yourself, Raga.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they can feed some.
Yeah, but you say what?
Yeah, man, I said the mix up, you know, not that far part of mix up.
Oh, okay, seeing. Where I say?
Yeah. So basically, the whole slavery thing me want to refer to, but
rinse.
You take up a portion of the program. Yeah, the whole slavery thing.
Yeah.
There's a man named William Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
William Bedford was a slave master in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
He inherited 4 plantations, sugarcane plantations.
Yeah.
From in father, whose name was Richard Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole lot more couple more brother and sister and uncle of them, right? They are some of the people that enslaved the Jamaican people. And one of British first millionaire.
Yeah.
British first millionaire was a slave owner from Jamaica. Jamaica people can go look up that. One of British first millionaire was a slave master from Jamaica, where them enslave the people and take the wealth and bring back to British.
I'm bring back to Britain. I'm bring back to Britain.
Yeah, bring back to England, to the UK.
Right, to the UK.
So,
right.
One, the monarch, the monarchy where you see there, brother.
Yeah.
Them used to own slaves, and them used to go buy the slaves them and transport them to the Caribbean and throughout America.
Well, yeah.
The king and the queen and the monarch, when you see them carry on up until today, right? They used to be slaves owner. They used to also finance the slave trade.
Those things are generally understood. That is common. Yeah.
Right. So for Jamaica today, we still a claim that we're independent, and at the same time we still have somebody that we have to answer to, that dictates what goes on or dictates what don't goes on. That is just ridiculous, Raga.
All right, I hear you, my general. I hear you. Real quickly before you cut, I'm going to take our next call. What you think about the fact that the Prime Minister, him cannot declare the duly elected Prime Minister, that the people, in our democracy, well, supposed democracy, where we elect our leader, the leader cannot independently declare a state of public emergency. It can only be done so through the representative of King Charles, the Governor General. What do you think about that?
Well, rather, I would call it a so-called democracy, because you couldn't classify that as democracy when you have somebody that is still by the side that's in charge, that dictates what goes on when he is the Prime Minister.
No, but there's some people would say he doesn't dictate anything. It's a mere formality, because once the Prime Minister requests it, that the Governor General is going to acquiesce in any case. So they would just say, I don't even pay it no mind, because it has it is not meaningful in any way. It's not impacting the operational integrity of the government or anything like that. That is what they would say. What would your response be?
Those ignorance are nothing but bliss, rather.
Okay.
You understand me? Because you cannot say that the king or the queen or the monarchy don't have control over Jamaica when they are in private. Right? They are in private dictate, because the Governor General have to answer to the king or the queen.
Right.
You understand me? And the Prime Minister have to answer to the Governor General. So who is in charge?
Exactly. Did you know that in the Constitution right now, if the Jamaican people elect a leader, did you know that the Governor General have the full authority to say, no, I don't like that leader? And as a do you know that the way our Constitution stay right now, King Charles can say, I don't like that leader there. And by law, that person who we elect cannot become the leader if King Charles said he can't become the leader. Did you know that?
I never know that at all, because
yes,
I don't read the Jamaica Constitution.
Them not teach you that in a school, Anytime the country elect a leader, big election and a leader elect, that person cannot become leader until the King Charles, through the Governor General, say, yes, become a leader. They cannot lead the country. You never know that?
I never know that.
Every time we elect a leader, them have to go up a king's house and bow to the king. So the people, let me know, you can't make me go and lead. And if the king say, all right, go through. I saw the thing set it. I saw it said, man. Ask anybody. Ask the people who know about that.
And I bet you a lot of Jamaica people. I bet you a lot of Jamaica people don't know this.
Of course, and I only part of that. Of course, them don't know it. Them don't want to teach them something. Because you have some people, if them understand it and think, them could all bomb rush King's house. Because quiet can next people, them are going to say me incite violence. But big up yourself, I'm going to take our next call here.
Hold on, Raga. Before you go, let me drop the scene. Let me drop the scene before you go. I see one little something in the Jamaica mainstream media where I don't hear none of the vlogger them me hear the media them are kind of carrying too much about the mainstream. Me see where the Jamaica, hello?
Yeah, man, yeah. Quick, yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you. Quick, yeah.
Me see where them say the Jamaica birth rate is falling rapidly, and where the health minister is saying that it can be economical effect on the society, which that is pretty obvious in any nation where birth rate fall way below. That leave a effect on any society or economy. But when me I say the statistic of Jamaica abortion show that 22,000 people, children or babies get aborted per year, right? Get aborted per year. So how is it that you have 22,000 kids get aborted per year, and yet we still have a low birth rate going on in Jamaica? Something not matching up?
No. That is like saying, well, I don't know if this is an analogy. The fact that something is happening a lot doesn't mean that something in opposition is still not happening a lot. Okay? So,
it's still not
hold on. If me I run, and every time me run, me get faster and faster. And me can say my speed has been improving. And then I'm going to say, but how him now win the race? Something wrong. If him just improve. But the fact is, everything, even though me I improve, I Usain Bolt me I run against. So it don't mean to me not improve. It just means that Usain still a run left me. You understand? So you can have high abortion rate and thing, but it could still mean say, there's a decrease in the population, which, in the rate, a decrease in the birth rate across the nation, okay? But a lot of countries are experiencing that, and their projections for even some massive country like China and all in place, interestingly, even Italy have that problem and thing. Yeah. All right, bless up yourself here, sir. I will check out that some more.
Bless up yourself, right?
All right, man. Respect.
Yes, man. Take a look on it.
Yeah, man. Cool. I hear that. I know several countries are going through that, birth rate go down and thing. And which is it that interesting? The birth rate go down in several nations across the world. Yet the world population are increased. We just reached 8 billion people in the world. Hang up that. Prezi, hang up that. Yeah. The world population, the United Nations say we just reached 8 billion people in the world. 8 billion people. What yo? Give me next caller. Hello. Hello. Wait, I taxi man this?
Yeah, man.
I will run the mix up quick. I don't have much time. Give me mix up.
Yeah, me know, man. Because I hear everything. But I don't need credit on someone else. Go borrow from floor.
Cooler, man.
Then let me sit.
A floor you can buy from. All right, then. Floor credit you there, pan, right, then.
Yeah, man. Hold it, me borrow, man. Hold it,
because your money up there. That's why you have enough for man. All right. So, wait, give me mix up. Before we cut.
Yeah, man. The one that tell you about.
Yeah.
I mean, this man talk about swiping. He come like my Jesus. He can't see everywhere.
Yeah, right. See it there.
Yeah, that man will just come out.
Yeah.
Me I tell you my thing now.
Yeah.
So, the first time now, love this girl and the girl that say my teeth now for swipe.
Right.
Yeah, so me no used to them sitting there. So, he must show me now, what my foot them, through the radio. So
no, man, you can't. No, man, you say, oh, yeah, talk. You can't talk. So as long as you don't use the P word and the F word. So, all right. So wait. So when you learn, the first time you swipe and thing with the woman, she walk now leg and I teach.
I teach me now.
I teach you. Oh,
yeah.
And then what?
So
you did afraid?
Yeah, man. Not really that afraid. Cause me have a couple rum too, man.
Okay.
So, but when man teach me now, I you know, the little apprentice.
The little what?
Little apprentice.
A little apprentice. He was apprentice. Yeah, because you never know. Yeah, she get it already, but you never do it yet. So yeah. So man.
So when me go so no raga, and she has said, licky so, me say, Jesus Christ, can me listen to the whole program, and me one pass, I say, licky to the bus, me say, I wonder if I go licky to the bus, rather than you me more bus.
Hold on. When she said, licky so, and thing, you did a friend.
Licky so, to the bus, up at the top, that's so.
Yeah, she tell her to lick up at the top. Hold on, she tell her to lick up at the top,
Yeah.
It look like something, something up at the top when I saw when you lick up there, so no.
Yes, come here, Carlene, I listen show with you and Carlene, I say, Ray, I'm about pineapple and Ray.
Yeah. So when you say lick it till the bus, what you mean?
I said, Jesus Christ, and I say, you want to see me no raga? She choke my tongue and she have my hand on my head, you know.
Well, I did hold your head down.
Yes.
And well, she pushed down your head in it. She did push down your head in it.
No, my head, man. I must say, she walk my foot, you know.
Yeah. No detail.
My head down there already, man.
Your head down there already, and yeah, licky so.
I take time, I lick him, I say, no, licky so, man.
Yeah.
So I show me now, say,
she. Yeah.
She said, okay.
Yeah.
Let's let me reach up there.
Yeah.
And I go pop.
Yeah.
Rather, and that. Me no swipe again every time. Me say me nearly suffocate.
You nearly suffocate? What you mean when she a pop? When she did I go come down?
When she a pop, when she a come then.
What she do? She pop?
I grab me head and stuff me nose, me tongue, every part.
Every part of you and press it up in your face now.
My head and my nose and my eye.
The whole of your head and your nose and your eye in it and she press it up in eye.
And a foot ragga.
Jesus God, you nearly dead down.
Me say ragga. Me come here, me not go have a heart attack.
My God, man, how she for do that? I'm pressing and nearly suffocate you with the chun-chun.
You used to it now, you know.
And you know, used to it and think, Jesus God, she nearly suffocated with the chun-chun, you know.
Man, tell me go by. Me say, no, me go so bam now, I'm gone all boat now.
Yeah.
I learn. I so come in about 69, you know.
Okay, so you go there, you go run the 69 when you go learn it now.
Yeah, man, top and bottom now, man. And we are blaze up same way, now, man.
Yeah, because you boss you now.
Yeah, man. What do you, man? Right now, Raga, me tell you what me there right now. In a panic storm, but me well been knowing.
Okay, but okay, so you're going to look at swiping, you know, to
me about back a program, you know.
No say a word.
I'm listening to your program long time, you know, man.
See, them in general, no say a word, man.
The whole entire world. Because a woman will sell, me carry woman all the time.
A woman will sell, you carry woman all the time?
Yeah, man.
What you mean, a woman will sell them chun-chun?
Yes, man.
Okay, so I buy it?
Then I'm have to buy it.
Okay. Time when you buy it now and think, and you swipe it to down?
No, man, no. That's a long time, man.
You're not swipe anymore?
No, sir, but if you come to it, test, maybe do it.
You will come to it, test, you do it. But after you swipe that time, they did bust and just ring some 69 and thing. But you just low out that.
I never really. Okay. I don't really know.
Right.
Nothing for this. What do you mean? If me go on all of the women them now, 95% of them.
Yeah.
Get them chun-chun swipe.
All right, but listen, we run out of time and them say. One last question though. The woman where did bust you upon the swiping and teach you how to do it, she didn't name Cookie?
What?
Cookie. She didn't name Cookie?
I want to back with that about.
No. We know one woman and she did tell you she bust one taxi man upon swiping. So I wonder if I could.
No, it's a taxi man. Yeah.
Oh, I know you. All right, now say a word here, sir.
I call you back, man, because we have a bag of mix-up in the man.
Call you back Friday. Make we turn up your show Friday, yeah? All right.
Now call me name in the man.
No name. All right, let's call you back Friday. Yeah, man, we have to let go.
I'm big company now.
All right, now say a word, man. All right.
Me have one big company, so.
All right.
The biggest company in Jamaica.
So you have all of the mix up them and things. So call you back Friday, yeah?
All right. Bless up yourself,
all right,
man.
my general. Big up yourself.
All right.
People, it's a nice little variety we having at the show in the night and thing, and we give thanks. And I don't know, say again, so make sure you tune in this Friday, 1 o'clock over YouTube. Ragashanti TV at this our channel, the live. Me, Ragashanti live. With the show name Free Up every Friday, 1 o'clock. I think a mad thing, man. And have to come in, man. It's nice, all right? So make sure you tune in for that. And then later in the night, right, yes, again, 10 o'clock, the Bridge 99 FM. A mad thing, we say entertainment, we say laugh, learn, and grow.